I am Dr. Satish Smi from Sri Mahadeshwara Government First Aid College, Kodagala. Welcome to online class series, subject Geology, class BSc second semester, CBCS, Mysore University, Unit 6, class Mammalia. In the previous class, we were discussing about the general characteristics of class Mammalia. Today, we will discuss about the classification of class Mammalia. Class Mammalia is divided into three subclasses. This classification of class Mammalia into three subclasses is mainly based on the birthing systems. How does the mammals giving birth to the young ones? So this is the basis for classification of the mammals into different subclasses. Class Mammalia includes three subclasses. Number 1, Prototheria. Number 2, Metatheria. Number 3, Eutheria. This subclass Prototheria, so these are the three different types of mammals. First one is Echidna. This is Tachyglossus. This is a Prototherium. Second one is Marsupial, that is kangaroo, Metatheria. Third one is the example for Eutherians. Subclass Prototheria includes Echidna or Tachyglossus. It is commonly called as spiny anteater. The skin is completely covered with spines. Snout is long and narrow and without any teeth. Tail is conical and short. 5 clawed digits are present. Both the forelimbs and the hind limbs, they are having digits. Digits ends with pointed curved claws. Female has a temporary pouch. Next one is Next example is duck-billed platypus. It is also called. Its scientific name is Ornithorhynchus anaticus. Body is completely covered with soft fur. Snout is flat, and it is called as muzzle. It is broad. It looks like the bill of a duck. That's why Ornithorhynchus is called as duck-billed platypus. Legs are short and the digits are webbed, which is mainly adapted for aquatic mode of life. The digits ends with pointed curved claws. Tail is broad, which is the balancing organ while swimming in the water. Young ones are fed with the milk, which exudes from numerous pores. Let's have a look at the characteristics of subclass Prototheria. Prototheria means proteos. It is made up of two words. Proteos means first, therios means beast. These are first beasts. It is primitive mammals. They are the primitive egg-laying mammals. They are going to lay the eggs. These are the only mammals which are going to lay the eggs. These are found restricted to Australia, Tasmania, New Guinea and sundry and neighboring islands. So let's have a look at the distinctive features of Prototheria. These are aquatic or terrestrial, burrowing, insectivorous, nocturnal in their habitat, air-breathing, incompletely warm-blooded animals, and quadrupeds means they are having 4 limbs. Hairs and spines are present on the body. External ears are absent. Teeth are present in the young individuals. In the adults, horny beak or muzzle. Cloaca is present. Cloaca is the common opening common chamber for both digestive system and the urogenital system. Mammary glands are present without any teats or nipples. Newly hatched young ones are nourished with the help of the milk. Testes are present which are abdominal. They are present inside the abdomen. Pectoral girdle, this is the pectoral girdle having well developed coracoids, precoracoids and T-shaped clavicle, interclavicle is present. Vertebrae are without epiphysis. Cervical ribs are having single head and they are having the bones, that is epipubic or marsupial bones are present. They are non-functional. These are functional in case of marsupials. Eggs are large with abundant yolk and hard shell is present. There is no corpus callosum in the brain. Cochlea, so it is present in the ear. Cochlea is simple and not coiled. It is very simple. And no placenta. These animals are not having any placenta because they are going to lay the eggs. Now let's have a look at subclass Metatheria. Order Metatheria, they includes only one order, that is Marsupialia. They are commonly called as marsupials. Examples: Cola, Didelphis, Tasmanian devils, etc. So this is Cola, a teddy bear. This is Tasmanian devil. So they are characteristically having a brood pouch, as we see in the kangaroos. They are terrestrial, lives in the burrows, or some of them are adapted for arboreal mode of life, rarely aquatic, herbivorous, feeding on the herbs or plant, carnivorous, feeding on the flesh of the other animals, or omnivorous, either they will be nocturnal, comes out only during the night time, or diurnal, comes during the daytime. Air breathing, here the lungs are the efficient organs of respiration. Warm-bloodedness, they are able to maintain the constant body temperature. They are giving directly birth to the young ones. That's why the phenomenon is called as viviparous. The poached mammals, these are the poached mammals found in Australia and South America. Marsupium or brood pouch is well developed in females for taking care of their young ones. It opens forwards in the kangaroo and backwards in the opossum. Hairs are present on the body. Ears are having the pinna, external ear. Pinna is present. Teeth are present which are monophyodont. Mono means single. So here a single set of teeth are developed or born during the lifetime of an individual. Mammary glands are having nipples. Scrotum lies in front of the penis. This is unusual as compared to the other mammals. Scrotum lies behind the penis. Here scrotum lies in front of the penis. Didelphic condition. So two uteri are present. Corpus callosum is feebly developed or absent. A common sphincter for controlling the anus and urogenital aperture is present. Ribs bears two heads, tuberculum and capitulum. Vertebrae with epiphysis is present. This is the skeleton of marsupial showing the cervical ribs, cervical region, cervical vertebrae. These are the ribs. Here the pelvic region for supporting the brood pouch. The marsupial bones are present. They are the viviparous, giving directly birth to young ones. And these young ones are born naked, without any hairs on the body, and they are blind. They are kept inside a brood pouch and grown with parental care. Placenta is usually absent here. Epipubic bones are present, that is marsupial bones. Separate coracoid and interclavicles are absent here. Bears 44 teeth. This is more than a typical mammalian condition. They are only mammals with 3 incisors on each side. Milk teeth are poorly developed here. So these are some of the examples of marsupials, including marsupial mole, flying phalangers, pygmy gliders, tree kangaroo. So these are the Tasmanian devils, banded anteaters, wombat, hair wallaby, marsupial mouse, Tasmanian wolf, this is already extinct, Tasmanian pedamelon, looks like kangaroo, brown throated sloth, this is the slowest mammal on the earth. Next is subclass Eutheria. Eutheria, Eu means true, Therios means beasts. These are the animals with true placenta. That's why they are called as true placental mammals. Embryos are developed inside the womb, receiving the nutrients and oxygen from the mother via the placenta. Newborns are fed with the milk from mammary glands. Examples includes the tiger, lion, deer, goat. So this is the bat. So number and arrangement of teeth are very much important in classification of these mammals. All these animals giving birth to the young ones and place heavy importance on raising the young ones. Includes the mammal, the most intelligent animal on the earth. This is a baby elephant which is growing inside the womb of the mother, having a well-developed placenta. Placenta is the organ of exchange of gases and also food material from mother to the baby elephant, and it is also an organ for excretion of nitrogenous waste products. Placenta nourishes the growing embryo. A long gestation period is observed, that is, in case of elephants, 22 months is required for giving birth to the young ones. These are the most successful group of mammals. Thank you.